Blessings and peace, everyone. Did you know that the narcissistic gang stalkers, they benefit from you not knowing who you are? And that is why they do the things they do to keep you from ever figuring out exactly who you are. They do things such as the gaslighting, the lying, the manipulation, the deceit, creating chaos and confusion in your life to keep you running around putting out little fires, distracted, with putting out these little fires so that you don't have time to focus on who you really are. They also do this by constantly criticizing you. And there are two types of criticisms. There is constructive criticism, which helps a person to see things differently or a better way of doing something or looking at something, but it also allows a person to move forward. The criticism that comes from narcissistic gang stalkers and bullies is totally opposite. It's destructive criticism. It's designed to keep you stuck. Narcissistic gang stalkers and bullies know that if they repeat a statement to a person over and over again, if they keep telling a person something over and over again, it's just a natural part of the human psyche that it will become embedded in that person's mind, and they will start to believe what's being said about them. And so that is the reason why the narcissistic gang stalkers and the bullies in your life, they criticize you so much because you know what? They see your potential. They see your differences and your uniqueness, but they don't ever want you to realize that. Because if you do, then they lose their benefits. They lose the benefits of keeping you stuck with them. They lose the benefits of being able to have someone that they feel superior over, and that person feels inferior. You see, narcissistic gang stalkers and bullies, they need to feel superior over someone. And then also get this, they lose the benefit of having you continually running on this hamster wheel of trying to fit in with them, or trying to fit in and flow with the crowd, or trying to fit in with a system that will never ever truly accept you. Again, because they see your differences and they see your uniqueness, but they don't ever want to lose the benefit of you trying so hard to fit in. And see, get this, God created you to be different. And that difference can be a blessing or it can be a difficulty in your life if you don't fully embrace your differences and your uniqueness and realize the potential that God has placed inside of you, the gifts and the callings and the talents that God has placed in you that makes you stand out apart from the rest. You see, God didn't create you to fit in. He created you to stand out. But sadly, so much of our lives is spent trying to fit in with a system that we were never meant to fit in with. And God doesn't leave us there. How many of you have had many people to come to you and you ignored their heedings and their warnings when they told you, hey, you're different, something different about you. You don't belong here, or you're better than this, or you're better than what you're doing. And we ignored the warnings. But I'm here to tell you today that all is not lost and God has not given up on you. You were created different, and there's a reason for you being created different. Do you know what that difference is? God created you, my friend, to be an eagle. And an eagle does not cluck around in the chicken coops with the chickens. An eagle flies, soars high above the clouds and above the storms. An eagle is a beautiful, majestic, powerful creature that if we ever saw it clucking around, with the chickens, we would find that strange, right? And we would try to do everything we could to rescue that eagle from the chicken coop. But just like you and I, the eagle will resist being rescued from the chicken coop because he's fully convinced that he's a chicken, and the chickens keep him fully convinced that he's a chicken. And so, why is it so important for the chickens to keep the eagle convinced that he's one of them? Because the chickens know that they have wings, but no matter how much they flap around, they will never be able to leave the ground. That they are stuck within the confines of the chicken coop. They're stuck within those borders, and they will never be able to go beyond those borders. And they know with the eagle, just one swoop of his wings, and he's out of the chicken coop. And they fear, just like the narcissistic gang stalkers and bullies in your life, they fear that you will leave them behind. And last but not least, hear me and hear me well. With this analogy of the eagles and the chicken and the chickens, get this. The chickens want to keep the eagle thinking he's a chicken because they know that if he ever realizes his full potential, that they will become prey for the eagles. The eagle preys on chickens, small creatures, small critters, rodents, rabbits. They will become prey to the eagle. And hear me out. I'm going to leave you with this. And just like the chickens and the life of an eagle, the narcissistic gang stalkers and bullies in your life, they know if you ever realize your full potential, that they will become enemies of yours, that they will have to contend with, and that they will not be able to stand before you. They will not be able to defeat you, and that you will always have the victory because your differences and your uniqueness also makes you very powerful as well.